Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Techno. Alright, before we get started too far here, I want to give a shout out to one of my viewers, Reticulated Kangaroo. Thanks for watching my videos, and there's the shout out you were wanting. Anywho, alright, so today we've got a video of me playing my Tiger II platooned up with Leebus in his IS-3. We are on the map Tundra, and it is a standard battle. Alright, so initially what I want to do is just see where everybody's going to go. Most people tend to go to the east on this map, so I was thinking initially here I'll go west. But yeah, look at the minimap. Just Leebus and WZ-131 went that way. And that is almost always never enough. Two tanks cannot hold that very often. So, I want to go ahead and head that way. Leebus is kind of pinging the map like, hey, there's only two of us. So, I'm going to go ahead and head this way. We know there's a Jagdpanzer over here somewhere. He just got spotted. And there's Tiger II. Alright, so Tiger II could be a threat, could not be a threat. It just depends on how good of a player really they are. That's pretty common with German tanks. If they know how to side scrape and armor angle, they're really good. If they don't, then they just die quick. Anyway, he doesn't know I'm here, so I'm able to put place a shot into the lower glacis there, and I'm just side scraping out, trying to bounce some shots. There's the first bounce off the side of my turret there. Cool shot. I like the new ricochet effects. They're really cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna kind of me and this Tiger II are kind of side scraping each other to death here. This part isn't horribly exciting, but it's a very tactical part of the game. He knows how to side scrape, I know how to side scrape, and we're both kind of trying to see who's going to make the first mistake. I try to put a round into the top of his turret there, but it goes a little low and I hit the front plate, so it bounces. Leebus is trying to flank. Since Leebus is going to go ahead and pull up, he caused the Tiger II to fire a shot, so I'm going to get into position so that when the Tiger II side scrapes out, I might be able to be in a position to put a round into him. That's a pretty big advantage, you know, if you know your enemy, if you know the enemy you're fighting, that is, has fired, you can get into position and they have to move to get a shot on you. You know that their aiming reticle is going to be wide, and so they're not going to be able to place a shot at a weak spot, and you have a little extra in a few seconds. Alright, so what we do here is we know he can't go anywhere from where he's at now. He's kind of trapped over there. He's got himself angled really well for where we were, but now that we've moved up on this hill, we've basically negated his armor angling, and he can't really do much about it because he's kind of trapped over there. So it just allows us to put shots into his side. The side that was previously angled well enough to bounce shots is now not angled well enough to bounce shots. And that's really what you want to do when you're fighting a German tank, is they will put themselves in a position initially where they are very, very strong, and you just want to take that position away from them. Alright, I take a hit here. Pretty lucky shot. I don't actually see where it went through. It must have kind of gone into the track area. Two Hellcats up on the ridge. Alright, I want to be careful with those, and a Jagdpanzer down here in ambush kind of positioning. And notice he's got the gun on that looks a little small, so it's probably not a real high pin gun, but I want to angle my armor. Alright, I get my armor around. He actually hits that little bitty lip on the bottom of my front turret, which is a really well armored place, so he's not getting through that, and I reload that. Alright, so we've taken out the Jagdpanzer, and we've taken out the Tiger II on the flank, so let's go ahead and start working on these Hellcats. The west is not looking that great, so we need to get this side cleared up so we can go help them. This was surprising for me. That Hellcat just pinned the front side of my turret. Tiger II has 80 millimeters on the side and 185 in the front. Now, 80 doesn't sound like much, and the top gun on the Hellcat has, I think, 160 pin. So, you know, initially you would think, oh, well, 80 versus 160, that's just like no competition at all. But you got to think about the angling of the armor on the front side. It's almost flat. you know, it is very angled. So the effective armor of the front side, what he just shot at, should have been somewhere around 180. And since he's only got 160 pin, that tells us he's probably firing gold. Alright, so he put a shot in there. It showed like it took damage, but I don't actually think I took damage. So anyway, we get rid of him. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he was firing gold. With gold, I think that the Hellcat's gun has around 220-something pin. So that would explain why he would be able to pin the cheek of the front turret there. Anywho. Alright, what we need to do now is we need to go rescue this flank. So me and Leebus, we're talking on voice chat, like, you know what, they're at our base right now. We need to flank back. Alright, so initially there I put a real dodgy shot into the turret side of that T-34. That's a good thing for me to have done because he is a problem. He's done a lot of damage already. We need to basically just remove him as soon as possible. Alright, so Leebus is going to come from the east, I'm going to come from the west. We're going to kind of work both sides of them. They won't be able to put effective armor to both of us at the same time. And this is a good strategy to use, because while these two heavy tanks up on this ridge, the Slow and the T-34, are going to be sort of preparing for Leebus and the M4A3E2 there, they aren't going to be having any armor facing toward me because I have flanked around. So remember, whenever possible, flank it. Fantastic. Alright, we have a low on low health. Oh, there's a pun in there somewhere. Anyway, T-34, yeah, that was a bad shot on my part, really. What I did is I hit the corner of the back of his turret. But I aimed a little better there, I wouldn't have taken that hit from him. I really shouldn't have given him that damage. But I distracted everybody, and the M4 is able to pull around and finish off the low. I think Leebus got a hit in there as well. Alright, so I'm up to 4 kills, 2,300 damage. Leebus is up to 3 kills. Right now we've got the Brothers in Arms secured, as long as none of us die. And there's a full health T-29. Alright, T-29 in itself is not a huge threat. I'm going to angle my armor just in case. Okay, he misses. And I don't. Alright, solid 326 hit there on him. Tiger II's gun isn't known for its alpha damage, but it's got a lot of pin and it's got a decent reload rate, so it's a good gun all around. Alright, so right now what I'm telling Leebus is, okay, I think the T-29 is trying to focus on me, so, you know, let's see if you can pull up and flank him. Yet again, just kind of working those flanking maneuvers, that's what it's all about. Alright, T-29 has pulled back behind the hill a little bit, so I'm going to take advantage of his inability to fire at me. And I'm going to move up. So what I really want to do is I want to close some ground on him. He's in a pretty strong position where he's at right there. There's a little depression in the ground, so he's able to haul down, which for T-29 can be very powerful. Yet again, right here, all I can see is turret, not going to waste a shot on that. Alright, I need to move up because Leebus is now flanking. Leebus just sit around this room. Their artillery almost just killed me. He hit me he splashed me and took my tracks. T-29 is going to take advantage of this, and so he's moving up on Leebus. Now Leebus is pretty low on health, and the T-29 has the 105. The 105 does an average of 300 and something damage, and Leebus has 300 and something health. So it's very hit and miss here. If Leebus takes a hit, he may die. Alright, Leebus puts a round in, sets him on fire, and that's all he needed to do. Fantastic shot from Leebus there. And we're going to go ahead and move toward the enemy artillery. Oh, yeah. Enemy artillery just landed a great shot. Great for him, not great for us. So anyway, we were up to 4 kills each, and that would have been a Brothers in Arms, but since we lost one of the platoon members, it doesn't count. So kind of a letdown there, but all in all, it was still a really good game. That M4 driver, the E2 driver over there that's capping the enemy base, had a fantastic game, and I'll show you that more here when the stats come up. But, you know, it was a good game. We pushed a flank, we pulled back, I flanked around. I mean, it was just a really good technical game. Try to get a little extra damage on the M12. I see him, but can I hit him? Must have just went just low because we didn't get any damage on him, but it really looked like we were close. So Anyway, let's take a look at how we did. Alright, second class mastery. We earned 52,000 credits and 3,200 XP. Our team did actually pretty good, especially, like I said, that M4E3A2, he learned, a very elite amount of XP, 1337 there. Fired 38 rounds and 31 hits. That was good on his part. I got 16 rounds fired, 14 hits, 11 pins, and I balanced 4 shots. 4 of those shots were relatively low caliber guns, so I only got a potential damage of 2320. All in all, good game for me. Leebus, 17 rounds fired, 9 pins, 2600 damage. He actually bounced 5 rounds, and those were some pretty good size rounds. His potential damage was very respectable, 4050. Enemy team also had some good players, but all in all, we just outplayed them. It wasn't about damage on this game, really. It was about us being able to flank. So I must have fired some premium rounds. I didn't remember doing that, but I only made 8,000 credits. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the game, and I will catch you later.